His area of specialization is government policy on official language, nuclear radiation awareness, personnel management and industrial relation, estate management. He has translated Radiation, Health and Society of International Atomic Energy Agency, Vienna, Austria and Indo-US nuke deal into Tamil language. He has received various awards from various organizations like Annamalai University, Ministry of Home Affairs, Department of Atomic Energy, Ministry of External Affairs. With these few words, it's over to the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now the e-floor is for our guest speaker. Welcome, sir.
Audible?
President?
President, you can unmute others.
Speaker, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The floor is open, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible? Can you listen?
Zai, sir, you can unmute yourself.
Shiva, our Zagir ini unmute panla. Mr. Zagir, yes, correct. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, sir. Yes.
Is it now audible? Audible now. Okay, thank you. So,
கொஞ்சம் மைக்க கிட்ட வச்சுங்க சார்.
Is it audible?
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. Hello.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Proceed, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes. I especially thank on this remarkable occasion, Mr. Ramana Rotarian. I think all you people are known as popularly known as a Rotarian. Okay. So all the Rotarians, I give my salute to all of you for your consistent and noble services which you are extending in all the fields. So when I came to know about your social activities and other activities, I am really proud of joining you for delivering a small discussion on modern leadership, a pragmatic. The very purpose of introducing this topic is just to have the overview of our objectives in which we are connected with in day-to-day life and in family life, in our organization life, and especially in our day-to-day man-to-man. It is a man-to-man composition. I am not telling that it is just only for man-to-machine or metric-driven to or what is data-driven. So it is not like that. Actually, since I am finding that the people associated with this program is not a homogeneous type. I feel that it is a heterogeneous type. Am I right? Because people are from different field, isn't it? So maybe from some people may be from lawyer group, or some people may be from medical group, or some people may be from business group, or some people may be from service group. So when you are having this kind of composition, I call it as a heterogeneous group. So I have prepared, of course, I have customized the slides to need your to meet your requirement. Just let me introduce Why I have taken this topic? In fact, Mr. Some of you have contacted me for delivering a lecture. So I thought of giving on a different topic, internet and its usage, internet and misusage, because nowadays so many topics are very popular, which will enhance your not only domain knowledge, but also it will be very useful for others also. So what I have decided, why I have taken this modern leadership means at present we are in a leadership crisis, because particularly on this what we call now the ongoing COVID-19 process. Okay, so at this juncture, I feel that there is a need for a consistent or organized leadership. So whether we are having or we are lacking, we are failure, we are successful, all it depends upon your own efforts. Okay, so I cannot answer it, but some of the case studies I have got, so some of the case studies also I will present to you, that you can have a overview, then you can come to the conclusion that where you are and very in which place you are there and how you are contributing and what way you will be beneficial to the society in a very large manner. I am not telling that nowadays you are not contributing anything. You are contributing more and more. Whether it is having consisting efforts, whether it is having a goal, whether goal you have achieved, if you have achieved not be means it any goal cannot be an end. It is only a means. Okay. So with that introduction, I will go to my PowerPoint, because the basic objective of my delivering lecture is just to share, not to have the also, just to share the discussion on modern leadership, because we used to deliver various lectures on various occasions, and particularly in this what we closed in the, we may not be comfortable to go with the existing system and existing what we call available resources. Okay, so let me can I go to my PowerPoint? So actually leadership is the ability to articulate a vision, to embrace the value of the vision, and nurture an environment where everyone can reach the organization goals and their own personal needs. Effective modern leadership is a skill comprised of many different traits or qualities. In a nutshell, this what I want to say is any modern leadership which is having the combination of various qualities and various traits, and that should include the benefit for the organization and the individual needs. Okay, right. Now let me go to the next one. Okay, but on some occasion you may find that you may be finding it very easy to train the people to make the product or to deliver what we call to deliver the products in a very optimal way, but you cannot make them a leader. Why? Because I am telling, if you teach a person, for say if you teach a person to produce some 50 goods in a day, and he may produce 100 goods in a day, 100 goods in a week, or 1000 goods in a month. Okay, but he may not be knowing other goals. So at the end, he will be at loss, because he knows only how to produce the things, but he cannot have his own inspiration, because in leadership, self-inspiration is very, very important, because in leadership, you cannot expect the inspiration from others, because you yourself is inspiration, you yourself is self-eminent, you yourself is what we call omnious, you can say that. Omnious means it is not a rough word. It is not in the rough sense. I am not telling it is omnious, but it is you are the leader, and you are the creator, and you are the result achiever, and you are the goal achiever. This I wanted to say. Okay. So actually, before going to the topic, just I want to have leaders. Am I audible? Because okay, right. Okay. So see, what is what is mean by leader? Okay, actually, normally my discussion will be interactive. Okay, but in this forum, I cannot be more interactive. So actually, I am missing that interaction because I would like to be interactive because so that we can share with each other. But anyway, now it is focusing on only what we called it is what we call one-side delivery. Okay, so since following the one-side delivery. So I restrict my topics to the contents which I have already customized. Okay. So now you see what is called a lead, what is called a leader, what is called leadership. Okay. Anybody can say that. I think in front of me only Mr. Ramanathan is appearing. So can anybody say that when leaders are born or created? Okay. Anyway, it may be very difficult to have this kind of discussion over this Zoom. But let me tell. Okay. Leaders are born or created, it is uncertain because we cannot say that leaders are born or leaders are created. But one thing is very sure, leaders are self-disciplined. They are more disciplined and they are more principled. So if a person is disciplined and more principled, you can term him as a leader. He may be born or he may be created. So creating the leadership at this present environment is not at all difficult. Only the thing is he requires principles and self-discipline. Okay. And actually what does leader does? The leader does is he takes initiative for change. A leader is taking initiative for change. For an example, I am going for a 10th class. When I am going for a 10th class, when I am taking the book, I am taking the initiative. Why? Because I want to know the content. There I am the leader. Okay. But I am not, in a true sense, it is not a leader. But I am taking the lead. I am taking the lead to open the book. Whether I become the leader or not, it depends upon my trait and quality. Okay. So simply by opening the book, I cannot become a leader because only I am taking the lead. If you want to be the leader, you should be inspirational. You should have the proper vision. Okay. And you should be capable of implementing the vision also. Okay. So normally when you are taking an initiative for change, can you always say that are you sure? Can we always be certain that whether it is negative or positive? It may be negative or it may be positive. Okay. But it is for a defined cause. When you are taking an initiative for a change, it is having a defined cause. Now, what actually, when it is a defined cause, there you become an influential person. Okay. Once you become an influential person, you become a leader. So, influential person automatically becomes a leader. If you see any influential person, he is disciplined. He is principled, but his discipline and principle may not be what we call cohesive for you. It may be incohesive for you, but that person is naturally he is having some quality. Okay. Now, what do you see that? Now, once a person is taking a cause, it becomes a common cause. Common cause means, see, when you are meeting with so many leaders, a person is taking the initiative. A person is taking the initiative and he is having the defined cause. Similarly, so many persons will be having the defined cause. Once that all the persons are joining together, that becomes a common cause. Okay. And which necessitates integrated approach. Is it okay? Audible? Hello? A leader has a consistent principle, conviction, and commitment. So what is the meaning of leader has consistent principles? A leader is always having some, I already told you, a leader is always having the principle which is consistent. It is not a variable principle. It is a consistent principle and he is having his own conviction and he is having commitment. Now, connected leaders are in lead of leadership. Now various leaders are there. Various leaders have defined their cause and they have found the cause. Now all the cause needs to be connected. Okay, this I will explain with example also. Now just let me tell you the overview of my lecture. Okay, now once a people with a similar mind, for a common cause. There is a need for a leadership. There is a need for leadership. There it starts. Okay. Now,
Audio is breaking, sir. Hello. Sir, no audio, sir. Sir, no audio.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, sometimes. Okay, is it audible now? Okay, right. So now there is a post for that means there is a search for leadership starts. And in the leadership process, aligning the mindset with the action is very important, because you at one point of time there will be a lot of halla gulla. That means people may not accept some people's opinion. One people may one opinion, so opinions will be there. Now all these multiple opinions needs to be processed, and a single action, that means single mind should be adopted. Okay, so now you see the complication involved in selecting the leadership, because you may become a leader. There is no doubt. You may become a leader because you are the influential, you are inspirational, so many things you are having. But at the same time, it is not easy to convince others. So similarly, when you are coming with so many things, you have to contract with various type of leaders. So whoever is having whoever is having the higher quality, that what is the higher quality, what is the straight, that I will explain. Okay. So when a person is having the very good straight, when a person is having the very good quality, he is becoming a very acceptable, his commitments, otherwise his principles, you can say that, otherwise his objective becomes a binding on others, and other people are convinced to accept his principle. So by the time his leadership is accepted, not a leader. Okay, leader is everywhere, because I am also a leader to some extent, you are also a leader, and everyone is a leader. That also I will explain. Okay. Now, what is the difference between basically what is a leader and a leadership? What is a leader does? What is a leadership does? Okay, leader is a common person. Okay, anybody can be a leader. Okay, a person who is having the information is also a leader. A person who is having the technology is also a leader. A person who is having the what we call resource is also a leader. A person who is having the knowledge is also a leader. A person who is having the report is also the leader. Nowadays, a person is having the WhatsApp is also a leader. Okay, so that is it is visible. Leader is visible, but leadership is, again, it is abstract. Leadership is not at all visible, because leadership is a common platform which joins all the leaders to have the goals achieved. Okay, so again I am telling, leadership is abstract, that is invisible, and leader is visible. Okay, and mostly this leader is influential, because without influential he cannot become a leader, because once you become the leader, at least 10 people are willing to listen to him, right? 10 people are willing to listen to him, so we cannot deny it. So at that time, unless he is an influential person, he cannot be a leader. Okay, so but what is the leadership? Leadership is a common objective. I told that it is a common cause. So leadership is a common objective. Okay, for an example, just now he was telling that one person was in need of financial assistance, that you people have granted something like that. Okay, so that when I heard that your objective was achieved, not a leader, your leadership was achieved. That is what I wanted to say. That I am not maybe all you people may be leaders. I don't disagree. Okay, all you people may, but leadership achieved by giving the money. That means your objective not by giving the money. The objective is to aid the person for the educational purpose. That means that you are telling that educational purpose, but I want to term it as a noble cause. Okay, so you want to donate or you want to help the person for the noble cause. By this way, you have achieved your target. That is, your leadership is a optimal. Your leadership is I cannot say that it is a magnificent, because it is your leadership is a significant one. So it yielded the result. Next one is a leader is always self-inspirational. He will not accept any inspiration from others. He is having his own self. See, normally when I see the leadership, people mostly people acknowledge only political leadership. Okay, people never most of the people ignore the social leadership, economic leadership, and the various geopolitical leadership. So many leaderships are there. Okay, but we accept normally in the context of India, I can say that in the context of India, we can say that it is only political leadership is mostly widely acknowledged. Okay, but I would like to put in a different platform. If you say that it is a paradigm shift, if you are making over yourself to the other leadership. Okay, so that way self inspiration is more important. And see, actually this I can speak at large also, since you have the time limit you have given is a very short spell. I would like to go to other topics also, because leadership is inspiring others. Now what you have done is just your Mr. Ramanathan, Rotarian Ramanathan was explaining, he has given some money, because I was not focusing on the money, etc., but I was focusing on the leadership. Okay, the noble cause which you have achieved. That means by donating this amount, maybe it is 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, hardly it is immaterial, but you inspired that person. Okay, that means your leadership achieved. Okay, with your own contribution only, just I am trying to justify it. Okay, determining the right thing. Okay, leader is always determining the right thing, because a leader he is always deciding what is right, what is wrong. But leadership is teaching others right things. Now what you will do? Now you have, again I am coming to your own example. Now you have helped somebody else. Okay, now you are teaching others how to choose the right thing. Okay, problem, and moreover leader is a problem solving person. Okay, but leadership is recognizing, sorry, this is somewhat changed. Okay, actually leadership is a problem solving, and leader should come in the recognizing the opportunity. See, a leader is always recognizing the opportunity. Because again I am coming to your own point, because you helped some person, you recognize the opportunity and you wanted to help the person. Okay, but you do one thing, you will accept that these slides I have not prepared after listening your lecture. Okay, these slides, this PowerPoint I have prepared before doing anything, before listening to your voice. Okay, but after hearing your voice, now it is clear that you have recognizing the opportunities is a leader. Okay, but by recognizing the opportunities, you have solved the problem, right? So this is the difference between leader and leadership. Now let us see when you go for some party, some program, you will have what we call a welcome party, then welcome party, then you have some welcome drinks. There is a welcome drink. So you will have so many items in your party, including dinner, etc., etc. So similarly, that is based on some ideology. Now let me introduce the conceptual ideology of our leadership. Okay, just now I explained what is the difference between leader and leadership. Leader is a decision maker for the cause and goal. Again I am telling, cause is something different, goal is something different. Okay, the cause may be a noble cause. Cause means it should be a noble cause, but goal is also a noble goal. Here I would like to differentiate. Okay, cause is there, goal is there. Okay, and do you know the result? There is one element is also result, that also I will explain later. Okay, now actually what type of leaderships are there? Whether it is we have various kind of leadership: autocratic leadership, democratic leadership, dictatorial leadership, formal leadership, informal leadership, micro level, macro level leadership. Actually all this formal leadership is a normally government. Okay, or it is a institutional leadership. Informal leadership, anybody is an informal leadership without a writing process, whoever is doing, that is informal. And micro level, in fact this actually I want to go through this. I want to explain in detail about this micro level and macro level, because it is very important for our family life. Micro level means it is a family level. It is a family level. A father is a leader for the family. Okay, so whatever the father decides, that is agreeable to the family members. Okay, and once that family is having the values are spread to other families. So that becomes a macro level leadership. That means a micro level and a macro level leadership. And demand arises out of this. Particularly I wanted to say that when there is a demand for leadership, when the leadership is unresolved issues, so many unresolved issues are there. For an example, in Thoothukudi issue, see, there is a discontentment do you agree? I think you will agree that there is a discontentment in the Thoothukudi issue, because the people were not willing to accept the result which they gained in which they received in Thoothukudi. So they started agitation. So it became a unresolved issues, and that unresolved issues alarmed for a need of a leadership, and by which there was a leadership was created at that time. That means there was a formal leadership in the form of police or in the form of government order. Then it was solved. Okay, then it went to CBI, something like that. That goes in a different action. Okay, so what I wanted to focus is unresolved issues are unresolved issues are creating the need for leadership. Okay, see, and one more thing, if I am free to say that ancient leadership, because we are from Tamil Nadu, so you can say that whether it is Chera, Chola, Pandya, all these people were the kingly leader. All these people were the leader. Okay, but they were under one command. All people were willing to accept, and the leadership was accepted, and there was no problem in the dictatorial leadership. But at present we are in the democratic leadership. That also I will tell what is the thing. Acceptability, accountability, and mobility in the whole. Actually, in any leadership, there's the leadership is acceptable, and the leadership is accountable, and the leadership go on moving. It should not static. It should not stand on one place. Okay, leadership crisis is not a predefined response. It means any leadership is not leadership crisis is not a predefined response plan. For an example, COVID-19. In COVID-19 case, in this pandemic case, there is a leadership crisis. I accept, because leadership crisis has not been solved. There is a leadership crisis. Okay, many people are helping to come out of the leadership. That also I will tell. Okay, but what can you do? No one expected this pandemic, this COVID. Okay, but it came on its own way. Okay, but there was now, because of that one, there is a leadership crisis has been present. It is in vogue. Okay, I am not telling that leadership has been created, because what I am telling is certain things may be short term, certain things may be long term. Okay, some problems are short term problems, some problems are long term problems, and both of them are having the crisis, and both of them are in need of leadership. Short term, see, the COVID-19, because why I am using the COVID-19 means now this is at this juncture we are in a need to resolve this issue, because ultimately we are undergoing a traumatic situation, or we are undergoing a very, what we called a very remarkable situation, that we are in need of a leadership. That is why I am telling. See, short-term leadership and a long-term. Even in the COVID also, I can say that whether it is a short-term leadership or long-term leadership. In COVID-19, what is your short-term leadership? Your short-term leadership is wearing mask, okay, wearing face shield, and wearing gloves, and maintaining the social distance. Okay, these are the short-term. Further, but because long term needs to be achieved, because any crisis cannot have the long term solution immediately. For long term solution, it needs, it goes on evolution. It is an evolutionary long term process. Is a evolutionary process, and it goes on changing. Okay, but short term, for an example, now social distance is maintained in the COVID-19 means now you have achieved something, but you have not reached your goal. Because if you want to reach your goal, you need a long term you need a long-term solution. Okay, so long-term crisis will be there, so for which you have to be a long-term solution. Okay, and one more thing, leadership is very important in empowering the alternate. Most of the times what we are doing the blunder in our leadership, we are doing the blunder. Only if I want to do the program, I will not allow anybody, I will not delegate my powers, or I will not delegate to others. That creates a lot of problem for the long-term crisis solution. Okay, now you see, now let me come to the point. Modern leadership. Okay, well, actually in today's life, most of the people are well informed. We can say that now citizen is a smart citizen. You can say that because now they are having more information than anybody else. For an example, I am surprised to note that about COVID-19, the information available with the smart citizen is more than a doctor, more than a health worker who can have it. Okay, a health worker, even a health worker, now we are ignoring the health worker. That means health specialist. I am not a health worker. It is a health professional. I want to say that. Nowadays, people are having lot of information. Even the health professional is amazed to observe such an information if people are having. Okay, so nowadays smart citizen, you cannot, because smart citizen means they are having higher expectation. They have the subject clarity. They have the command. They have the effective communication. Now you see anybody who is using the smartphone. They will have the higher expectation. They will have the subject clarity. They may not be more educated. I am not at all bringing this literacy or education in this picture. Okay, so you ignore the educational qualification. Okay, I am telling that leadership is nothing to do with education. Leadership is only to do with a cause and the goal. Okay, it is a common cause and the goal only. Okay, everyone is a leader of the information. Now social media, because of those social media, people are having, whether it is Twitter account, or it is Facebook account, or it is WhatsApp account, or anything else, people are having lots of information. Okay, but only they, even sometimes if you sit with any people, hours together, they can talk based on the information received through WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter. Okay, so you cannot disappoint, or you cannot underestimate the smart knowledge level, or underestimate the thinking capacity of the smart citizen. Okay, now goals versus result. Actually, in any modern leadership, goals are very important than result, because result may be positive or negative, but goal modern leadership is something which is having the capability to meet the predictable challenges. Okay, so for an example, Gandhi, Nehru, Sardar Patel, all these our previous leaders. Okay, they have all these. I think I think you you will agree with me that all were great leaders. All were great leaders, and these leaders together formed a common platform. That means reorganizing or uniting India into one. That was the unpredictable challenges, but these people stood it. But that was a long term. Okay, short term they did something, but it was that evolutionary or progressive process was going on for so many times. Now also it is going on. Okay, but the platform was laid down by Gandhi, Nehru, or Sardar Patel. Like that, because leadership is a common cause with capacity to our capability to meet the unpredictable challenges. And one more thing, what is more important is collective responsibility of the mind, people, organization, and technology. So now we have various resources. Mind is also one resource, people is also a resource, organization is a resource, and technology is also a resource. All the resources should be connected with proper justification. It is not like that, simply collective responsibility. Okay, So actually, even in any of the leadership, if it is a participatory commitment, let us say that in which it may be government may be involved, media may be involved, business community and the public, so many people may be involved. Okay. So with the participative, because the participative commitment, why I am coming to this point means that I will explain in my pragmatics. Okay. That is why I am telling this introductory topic, participatory commitment of a government, media, because we think that only government is having the leadership, only government is the responsible, only government is everything. Okay, and we don't have anything to do with the government. It is there. It is our what we call Indian. It is our underestimate. It is underestimate our about our own system. Because I am not telling everyone is having this view, but some people are having the view which is having the major impacts on the system. Okay. Now, what do you mean by participatory commitment means? Yeah, commitment is a common cause in which people should also participate, businesses should also participate, and the government should also. If there is a participatory system, the goal can be achieved very easily. Okay. Leadership, and one more thing, what I want to tell you is, any leadership, any leadership is having always a social, economical, and geopolitical to complex. Because what I am telling is, social leadership. Any leadership is having the economical balance, what we call economical stability. You can say that, or economical sustainability. You can say that economical sustainability is very important. Social sustainability is important. Geopolitical sustainability is important. Okay, so simply when we are what we are selling, sometimes when we are taking the political leadership, we say that we ignore social and economical. It is not correct. So whenever you are taking the leadership, this economical aspect is always involved. That you always that you see in any of the USA or any other country, if you do visited, because I visited when I visited Saudi Arabia, so I was surprised to see the leadership, because in our country political leadership is predominant. It is more acknowledged. But in Saudi Arabia, it is economic leadership. It is economic leadership which is widely acknowledged. I was surprised to see that one. So this is the leadership difference I can see between India and Saudi Arabia. Okay. So and see now you see that institutional leadership again, World Health Organization or that ICMR, Indian Council for Medical Research, or
Voice breaking, sir. Hello, no voice. Sir, no audio. Sorry, sir. I think it was disconnected.
What is the subordinates to? I will not use the word slave. No more we have slaves, and that access was.
This what you must have heard that WHO, ICMR, MHOW, later on CSR. Now initially what they were telling, they were telling that what we call the social, what we call the symptomatic cases, and symptomatic cases and asymptomatic cases. There were a lot of confusion in the leadership, because it was a long-term crisis. It was not a short-term crisis. When you go for a long-term crisis, you have to go on, taking various trials. So that is they were also not having a trial and error. So finally, now also, I don't think now also we are in a very systematic leadership, but somewhat we are becoming organized with the help of various organizations. Interestingly, it is what is more visible is female leadership is encouraging in Germany and New Zealand. Because you see that one in Germany and in New Zealand, you can see that that COVID cases are very less. I don't know how they have achieved it, but people are telling it is a female leadership. But I'm not telling that male leadership is lesser than female leadership. It is interestingly, it is coincidentally, it has been found. Okay. And say sometimes what is called now we have seen the aspect of leadership. Now I will say that failure of leadership. What is the leader of leadership? Failure of leadership is a obsession with outcomes. We always bother about the outcomes. Okay, because now you may be what when I go for a particular inspection, during the course of life, when I go for inspection to various departments in various states, I expect that results should be positive, and they expect that a report should be positive, and report should have this data. I always have this obsession. Okay, but I fail to understand what are the input, how I guided the people to prepare the report. Because to prepare the report, what you require is data is required, manpower is required, equipments are required, and the organizational objectives are required. So I have to see all the things, whether all the things worked in a balanced way or not. If a single thing is not worked in a balanced way, and that will have the failure. Okay, that means my obsession is created, because I will never. I think I will share with one USA experience. In USA, there was a NGO. There was a what we call it. There was a one NGO, non-governmental organization, that was very much interested in collecting the donations from various groups. So they have this donor. They have three kinds of donors. One was a small donors, another one is a middle donors, and another one is a high level donors. That means they were collecting three kind of amount, three kind of donations from these three groups, and they were always focusing on the higher group, because higher group was giving $50,000 per month, and the medium donor was giving 10,000, and small group was giving 5,000. These people ignored these two donors, and they were concentrating only on the rich donor group. So at some point of time, rich donor group didn't support, so they could not. They become obsessed, because they failed to initiate. They failed to encourage a medium level and the lower level. So this is called what I wanted to say, that how it is people are being obsessed with outcomes, and most of the people are volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Sometimes they are getting headache. Sometimes they are very much worried. They are more negative. They are very ambiguous. Why? It means like that. So many questions they are asking. That way they are becoming complex and ambiguous, which is of course I have a lot of examples. Each and one, but that I would like to go for my another, because that is pragmatics is also very important for you. And see this, I would say that ego, vanity, and arrogance. This is also failure of leadership. It appears in self. Very important thing is self-awareness is very important. Okay, you should know your limit. You should know your place, and you should know your limitation, and you should know your potentiality, and this self-awareness ingredients. Okay, and meaningless achievement. See, this is very important for me, because now I can overall I can say that I had delivered the lecture to Rotary Club of Madurai, but it will be meaningless if I am not getting the output from you. You can, of course, you can appreciate me, you can laud me, you can give me a lot of compliments, etc. But it will be meaningless if what I wanted to convey the message to you, whether it has reached you properly or not, that you only know, because I cannot understand. Because from your feedback only, I can understand whether I was successful in delivering the message to you or not. Okay, fine. Now, there is a modern crisis is there. I already told. Now, modern leadership is not a predefined response. It is, you cannot define it. When you make when you make particular leadership, when you are counteracting with a crisis. I told that it is a short-term crisis, or it may be a long-term crisis. short-term crisis may be easily overcome, but long-term crisis it will go under various trials. Behaviors and mindset that will prevent from overacting. Okay, this leave it. Network of teams connected by a common cause. I already told. See, this also I will. If you want to achieve a particular leadership, network of teams should be connected by a. For example, you are also having the common cause, and other team is also having the common cause. So like you, so many groups will be there. Whether all within the group, there will be a lot of teams. Okay. Even in your own Rotarian club, you have lot of teams. Whether all the teams are connected properly with a thorough understanding with the sustainable resources. That is also again and I am telling, because economical resources are very important for the survival of particular leadership. Okay, leadership is a continuous process and is only a means. Okay, it is not an end. If you reach one thing and it will lead into another thing. Okay, always with political interference due to this is a very major issue. When you are taking any leadership, it is very difficult to achieve, because it is always having the political what we call it is always the political interference, and it is always because in India, that is we have the complex system. For an example, if you take any step, it may affect somebody's constitutional right. So there you are getting confused. There you are having what we call it. There you are having a lot of problems in overcoming there, because our Indian system is like that. Okay, multidisciplinary leaders should foster collaboration. This you leave it. I will come to the pragmatic now. Actually, why I am coming this, I want to focus on why I wanted to focus on this one. COVID-19 is a unpredictable challenge. Do you agree? Okay, it is a dire need of strong leadership. Do you agree? Yes. Now, what are the parameters we have fixed for COVID-19? Okay, parameters we have fixed: social distancing, mask, face shield. Now it is what we call the oxygen, oximeter, antibody. So many things we have devised. We have devised so many parameters. But have we ever justified emotional distancing? Do we follow emotional distancing? We were successful in social distancing. Okay, you wear a mask. You wear something that means social distancing. Just you see that one. Okay, but you see why I want to give this about this COVID-19. That was a unparalleled leadership achieved in Mumbai. That is a mission Dharavi. Dharavi is the largest slum in Asia. That is located. Dharavi is in Mumbai. I think you may know, all of you may be knowing. Dharavi is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And in COVID cases, it was having the burning topic. It was a burning topic in COVID case, and that was solved in a very, very, very consistent way, in a very effective leadership. That is why I want to tell you. Because when in Dharavi, when the case was in, first I will tell about Dharavi. What is the problem? What is the complications involved in Dharavi? Dharavi is 2.1 kilometers. It is a 10 lakh residents. Okay, most literate slum in India with 69% literacy. Okay, the problem with the literacy is they will fight for their right. Okay, density 2,77,000 persons per square kilometer. Gentlemen, I would like to say that Madurai is around 17 lakhs. Okay, and it is having 3,710 kilometers overall. Okay, and it is having around 900 persons per square kilometer. That is density. Okay, now you see in Dharavi, it is only 2.1 kilometer. In 2.1 kilometer, 10 lakhs people are residing. Means, can you imagine? Okay, 450 community toilets are there, and even in a 10 by 10 room, 10 people are there. And you may be surprising, that is Dharavi is having the turnover of 1 billion US turnover. Okay, kitchen, you won't find any kitchen there, because all are small scale industries. So if they have the kitchen, they will lose the money. They will lose their profit. So instead of kitchen will be converted into one unit, and kitchen they will not have, because most of the foods they will be getting from outside only. Okay, and 1,500 single room industry. One single room industry is there. Because why I am telling is 5,000 GST registered units are there. how they tend to, sometimes you may be surprised to note that how this is possible 2,77,000 people, okay, persons per kilometer, because in a building there will be a lot of multi-story building, and each and every room you will find that so many people will be there, okay, minimum 10 to 10. Okay, now first case was first case was notified in April 10, that is 2492. Okay, by July 7 it was a one case. Okay, I will tell why, how it was achieved. Now I will tell that there was a committed team with a sense of satisfaction. Initially in Dharavi, the initiative was taken only with the help of 24 doctors plus 50 healthcare workers. Okay, it is purely a public means it is not a government, I am telling. It is purely a public private partnership. That means general physicians were there, private doctors were there, and others were there. And Bombay BMC means Bombay Municipal Corporation. Bombay Municipal Corporation, it came later in the picture. Okay, and what these 24 doctors, what they did, 24 plus 50 people, what they did means initially they launched this 40 parameters, that is a tracing and tracking and testing and treating. First they traced the communicability. How they traced means they found a person and who contacted another person. So similarly the tracing was enlarged and the tracing was achieved. So once the tracing was achieved, the tracking was achieved. After tracking, they went for testing and the treatment. So these they were consistently doing. And one more very major thing is in our I don't know whether what we are doing in other medical system, I don't know. In Dharavi, the medical system was excellent. That means not medical system, these people's vision, I can say that. Again I am telling that this is the leadership of 24 plus 50 people. The combined leadership of the 24 people, what they thought intelligently, they thought, see, initially they checked the oxygen level. So it showed that if there is a drop in the oxygen level, that person is infected. If there is there is no drop, there is in this one. So that is why the death rate was very less. Okay, so that they did very intelligently. In other cases, they went for swab test. Okay, the swab test came after 2 days. Then they found out that this is having COVID-19 positive or negative. Okay, so by the time the person must have died also. So many things. But these people saved the billions of life. These 24 plus 50 people, how they contribute, just imagine. Okay, because what they did, normally when you are giving for the swab test, it takes 2 days. But these people had the tie-up with the ThyroCare partnership. ThyroCare unit is there in Mumbai. They had the tie-up with these people. They had the excellent rapport. They got the excellent support from ThyroCare partnership. And the understanding was evening 5 o'clock they will collect the swab test. That means ThyroCare will collect the swab test samples. And next day morning 5 o'clock they will deliver. That means the doctor evening 7 o'clock he will leave. And when he comes by 9 o'clock, the what we call the result will be available with him. So that way they were excellent. That was a communicative. There was a strong leadership was there. And one thing, even about Dharavi, German people are coming, and World Health Organization people they are surprised how they have achieved. It is nothing but a informal leadership, gentlemen. It is nothing but informal leadership. With that informal leadership, they achieved this magnificent result. I can say that this is a magnificent achievement. It is not a small achievement, because 2,77,000 people are living, the 10 lakhs people are living, and 2,492 cases were detected. And within May, June, July, within a period of 2.5 months, they just brought it to one case. Okay, whether I think we have to acknowledge their magnificent result. Okay, and one thing, 57% of the Mumbai slum dwellers have COVID-19 antibody, and you may be knowing what is the significance of antibody. Antibody means some antibody has been developed after the disease was cured, or after the disease has gone. Okay. So that means 57% of the people were having the COVID. Okay, they were COVID in antibody. It was in the test. It was detected that 59, 57 people. That means you say their you see their quality. Okay. Now Kerala, I think the time is very less, so I will go to now only one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will go to only one. This is the last slide. I would like to say that actually, what should be the ultimate goal? Why I am focusing on this COVID-19 based leadership means people are having the conviction. People are having the conviction. Lockdown, unlock, pull down, partial lockdown, pandemic, face mask, social distancing, sanitization, oxygen pulse, plasma. These are the peoples are having. By following these parameters, we will be escaping from the COVID-19. But it is not like that. Actually, ultimate goal should be building a strong immunity system. So we have to educate the people. We have to familiarize the people with the concept of building a strong immunity system. Unless you develop unless you build a strong immunity system, these are all nothing. Okay. Once you have developed a building a strong immunity, that actually I want to tell you that people's minds should be focused on building a strong immunity system, not because of lockdown, not face mask, etc. These are all only assisting. These are only assisting parameters. These are not the major parameter. Major parameter is a strong building. Just I will say that. You know one thing, case study of Wuhan city, have you heard? Okay, the Wuhan city is this is the city where the first COVID spread out was from there only. Okay, formation of what they did, once the COVID-19 was found out, okay, what they did, immediately before announcement of lockdown and all, it came later. But with these Chinese people, with their private level, at the organization level, I'm telling, at the organization level, they formed the emergency team. Emergency team worked, and immediately what they did, they all of them are asked to sit in the house, and they have been instructed to carry out the activity. Okay, but once the organization they were doing this one, and they had the distributed delivery. Okay, distributed delivery means it is nothing but the organizational goal is not disturbed. The goal was going on. It means they were making the delivery, they were logistics, and everything was provided to the person who was sitting at the computer in the home. Not only computer, whether it is any process, whether it is finished product or it is a product based or it is service based, for all kind of services, manufacturing, etc. All it were generated in a distributed delivery. Gentlemen, I am telling, this is not the government. This is not the government initiative. It is the private initiative. It is the organizational initiative. I am telling. So temporary, and they temporarily closed also. So, but they have a lot of collaboration and cooperation and establishing scale. And in each and everybody's house, they tried to establish the remote infrastructure also. Security, and in that way, their main consideration was security in the top of mind. That means security means people should go social distancing, etc., etc. Okay, and see, say, what is their goal? Actually, what I want to say is this Chinese people achieved in a very large, that was very big success because of their coordinated efforts, because of that strong leadership. Okay, now also because I cannot proudly say that Chinese were successful, but I can say that we should learn from the Chinese people. Okay, we should learn from the Wuhan city what they have adapted, and if we are having the coordinated efforts within India, the distributed delivery and etc., by doing something for the organizational leadership, if we are contributing something more, it will be more useful for the country. Okay, and one more thing, their key to success was they had the continuous touch with the people. They had the continuous touch with the people, and their main slogan was that is you are not alone. This was the successful slogan, and this slogan proved very effective in the mindset of the Chinese. They always told that you are not alone, we are with you, we are with you, we are with you. So, and they were consistently monitoring post COVID-19 also. Okay, and now they have started training the people to meet the unpredictable challenges. This why I want to focus is we should focus on unpredictable challenge. Okay, unpredictable challenge, and we would train the people, and we should also be trained. We should always be ready to overcome the new challenges which are going to come in the years. Okay, so always what I want to focus is a leadership is a dynamic leadership can be achieved only with the coordinated efforts, only with the inspirational values, and only with our own commitments, selfless commitments, selfless efforts, society-based leadership. Now, at present, we need a society-based leadership. Not again, I'm telling, for every leadership, financial constraints are always a hidden agenda. Don't think that there is no financial constraints. Financial constraints are always hidden agenda. A leadership, when we are focusing on a particular area, you should always having the financial implication also. That is that sometimes because of the lack of vision on financial implication, we fail to achieve the goal. So I think better.
Yes.
I think better we will close it.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful presentation, sir. Thank you. On behalf of our club, thank you, sir. Excellent presentation, sir.
Thank
You
you.
explained the systems of leadership. Everything was better. Any questions, or shall we directly go for vote of thanks? Since this time was out, I want to recognize visiting Rotarian, Mr. Rotarian Ganesh, RC President, RC Trichy Kings, and I also want to recognize our friend Mr. Venkatesan sir, Assistant HM of Uttakadai Government Girls Higher Secondary School. And sir, your speech was wonderful, sir. On behalf of our club, I thank for wonderful speech. And it is I invite our past secretary, Rotarian Palniyappan, to go for formal vote of thanks. Palniyappan sir, over to you.
Thank you, President. Thank you, Raja. Thank you for the opportunity. Today's speaker, our chief guest, Sri Zakir Hussain, provided an overview of modern leadership pragmatics. Actually, he started the speech by explaining why the topic was chosen and how theory and pragmatic leadership concepts differ. And if you put in simple words, pragmatic leadership means slightly deviating, not sticking to theory and sticking to practical aspects, goal-oriented. That is what he told us. And whatever is done by the leadership should be beneficial to the organization and the concerned individuals. Further, he explained as who is a leader. He wrote so many points to explain the point. Mainly acceptability and accountability. And in the last stage of his talk, he gave a good example of private partnership leadership, namely Dharavi COVID-19 management. And he further explained in the present COVID-19 situation how this pragmatic leadership concepts are relevant today. I again sincerely thank Mr. Zakir Hussain, Deputy Director, Department of Atomic Energy. On behalf of Rotary Club Maribor, sincerely thank him. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.